Can't pull any.
If you ain't a Gator, you must be Gator bait. If you ain't a Gator, you must be Gator bait.
Welcome back and welcome in. We got a Gator great in the building.
Yes,
VH3
sir.
himself. You know how it is.
Let's go, baby.
This is crazy to me. This is Gator talk at its finest right here. This is someone who's done it before, been there. Man, I appreciate you coming on. Appreciate you being here with me.
Bro. Of course, it happened so organically, so quick. As soon as I see you in the chat, I already knew I could talk to you about this. We can get this going.
Oh, we can, bro. Listen,
I gotta do some audio tests real quick. Gotta make sure my audio sounding good.
Go ahead, let's rock with it. Let me see.
Yeah, I'm good over here on YouTube. We're looking clear. I gotta figure out which way I gotta look to the camera. Camera's over here. All right, cool. We got the chat up.
Yeah, I gotta pull mine up.
Yeah, I got the chat in the thing. So, see, what I was trying to figure out right now is if I could. I don't think I can though, but it would have been dope if we can pull up highlights and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
But I don't. Yeah, I was trying to. I'm gonna get that right. Let me see.
Because you can do it on YouTube. I could just make my screen spawn, but I don't think you could do it through StreamYard. But it's all good though. This is a cool little setup.
I gotta figure out what's going on. I'm getting told that I'm blurry over here. Let me see.
You are a little blurry. All right, cool.
I don't know what's going on with that.
It's all good. It'll clear up.
Yeah, it'll clear itself up. We're gonna be all right.
Yeah, we'll just get into the conversation real quick. Let me move you over here. So, all right, here we go, man.
All right, bro.
My boy. All right. Hey, what's the deal, man? Hey, look, it's our first pre-episode. It's not our first real one. So y'all give us a break.
This is just getting it started. We're gonna be on here talking about the Gators every single week.
Gorillas in the chat. There we go.
Okay,
so it pulls up on both. So it pops up here and on my YouTube.
It's popping up on mine too. It's like I can see who's coming from yours because of the link.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna get this started because I got some questions for you.
I'm ready for you, dog. Talk to me.
Okay. What made you choose the University of Florida and want to be a Gator?
Oh, man, you taking me back with that one. All right. So while I'm talking, y'all, I'm going to be trying to figure some stuff out. So don't mind me looking around and looking crazy. I'm looking on two screens. But let's get into it. So you got to understand. So at the very beginning, my dad coached at the University of Miami when I was a kid. That's where I grew up. I grew up in Miami, grew up in Kendall. Yada. Cool. So we went to 2 national championships, all that. Sean Taylor, Ed Reed, Clint Portis, Dan Morgan, DJ Williams. My dad was there for coaching them all. Devin Hester, all that. I've seen it all. That's what I grew up around. That was my childhood. You know what I'm saying? So
right
from the very beginning, it was supposed to be Miami. It was supposed to be, I was supposed to go to, you know what I'm saying, be at the U and do it up, right? But
yeah,
you know how coaching goes. And as a kid, as a kid, you don't think about everything like when it comes to that. I'm thinking this is the rest of my life. I'm going to live here forever, and this is what it's going to be.
Yep.
However, right? But, things happen, and who was the head coach when they got fired? Was it?
Who got fired?
Got fired. I'm trying to think of who the head coach was. I can't remember. It was 04, 05, something like that. I can't remember who the head coach was. But head coach gets fired, so the staff has to go. Cool. So from there, I hate Miami. It was over with. I couldn't go there as a kid. I held a grudge. Yeah, I held a grudge forever. And it's funny because when I got to high school and stuff, and I started getting some offers, and so from there I moved to North Carolina. Boom, then to Tampa, and then so boom. Fast forward to high school, I started getting some offers. And all that and I really started blowing up, and I was like, okay, this is kind of cool, whatever. Started figuring it out, and so then I had to really it kind of hit me, I had to really decide, I kind of got to pick where I want to go. You know what I'm saying? So off rip, I was like, oh no, I'm not going to Miami. Nah, that's it. That's out of pocket. That's out of bounds. I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Et cetera, et cetera. And growing up a Miami fan, though, I didn't like Florida State or Florida either. So I'm like, well, they out of bounds. They out too. I'm not, can't go there either, right? Cool. We're in North Carolina, and my sister, she's 3 years older than me, so she's a senior, and we're in Greenville, North Carolina. My dad coaches at East Carolina, and in North Carolina, in that area, you go to UNC or ECU. That's just how it is in Greenville. It's a small college town. Everybody stays home, and that's just what it was. And my sister, she was like, "Look, Mom, I'm going to Florida." And we're like, "What?" I was like a freshman, and I remember my sister and my mom sitting down, and my mom was like, "How are you going to go to Florida?" We're like, because paying out of school tuition and all that, this, that, the third. Because my sister was smart, so she got into Florida. She didn't necessarily have a scholarship or anything like that, but she did get in. And she said that's where she wanted to go. And me, still, I'm in 9th grade. I'm thinking about, I'm like, Florida. I'm like, Tim Tebow. I'm like, I don't like Tim Tebow. Like, like, come on. Like, nah, come Florida. Like, why Florida? Why don't you go to UNC? Like, what I'm saying? It's closer, et cetera, et cetera. She was hell-bent on Florida. I don't know where it came from. I don't know why. I'd never really seen her talk about Florida. Like, whatever. Cool. That's going to make sense at the end of the story. So I'm getting recruited and I'm going on my visits and all that. And, I'm taking my visit. I'm not paying any school in Florida, really any mind, right? Because at this time, I done moved back to Tampa. My dad's coaching at USF. So I get the offer from USF and all that, and that's cool and all that. So at the time, none of the Florida teams were really good except Florida. Florida was kind of killing it, really. Florida State, they were getting there. Miami wasn't that good. Miami was kind of trying to climb back up or whatever. So I was all like out of state with it. I wanted to go somewhere else. I took visits to Oregon, Ohio State, USC, Stanford. I was all over the place. And originally, not a lot of people know this because it wasn't ever official or anything like that. But I wanted to go to USC, Southern Cal.
Okay.
Nelson Aguilar from Tampa, he was out there and he had me on his visit. And I'm like, yeah, I can go here or whatever. So originally I wanted to go to USC. I'm on my visit and I go back to my hotel room. I'm like, Mom, this is where I want to go. Like, this is it. Like, my mom was like, hold on, slow down. It was far. You know what I'm saying? Don't commit yet. You can't commit
across the country.
Yeah. Me, I'm telling her, I'm like, I'm committing here. I don't care what you say. This is what I'm telling her. It's so funny, bro. It's just funny stories with me and my mom. We're going back and forth. And she was like, wait till we get home. Cool. So I get back on the plane and I go back home. This is my first time traveling out west. So on the way there, I'm excited. So I'm not really worried about the flight time and all that. But on the way back, it hit me. I'm like, oh, never. I'm like, no, I cannot fly way out here. Because I'm a homebody kid. I'm a mama's boy. I want my mom to come see me play. And the first thing she said was like, how am I come see you play? And I'm like, well, that's that, right?
Ain't no NIL back then.
I'm telling you. So yes, then I'm gonna try to wrap this story up though. So fast forward, my sister's at Florida already, and Coach Muschamp and T-Rob, I call him T-Rob, Tavares Robinson, they're at Florida, and I just fell in love with them, bro. I fell in love with them. They came to recruit me, and it was over with. Fell in love with T-Rob, still love him to this day. I think where's he at right now? Bama? I think he's at Bama right now.
Think so, yeah.
Or Georgia? No, he's at Georgia.
Georgia.
Safeties. Yes.
I got a question though, because I Googled this because I remember you committing to Florida. Mm-hmm. And I remember you. So this is why I got to ask this. So was your top 5 at that time? What was your top 5 at the time? You tell me, because I want to see if the ESPN was accurate.
I don't even think I released a top 5. Well, I might have tweeted the top 5 or something. I can't remember, bro.
I'm gonna tell you, they put that your top 5 was UF, Clemson, Miami, which now I know is a lie, Vandy, and Notre Dame.
Yeah, I didn't put one out.
Okay, so they just put stuff out there.
Yeah.
So they've just been doing that for the longest.
I never put one out. I remember that.
Okay.
It was my mom. My mom was like, why you got to do that? She was like, you don't have to. She was like, you don't even have to do that. And I was like, I want to do 10 schools.
Yeah. So was your commitment when you committed? Did you do a video? Because I don't remember you doing a video. I just remember you tweeting it out.
I tweeted it. It was
okay.
I actually committed with one of my best friends, Jordan Sherritt. He went to Hillsborough High School. We were up there together. He didn't commit the same day, but he was sitting right next to me in Muschamp's office. And it was like July 26th, I believe. And it was after a few visits though. It was after like 2 or 3 visits, and met with Coach T-Rob, and it was over with. I just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I loved who he was as a coach, and that was it. Took a few visits up there. I think really it was because there was a group of us. It was me, Jordan Sherritt, Nick Washington, the Mob Forward. Those two cats, they were from Jacksonville. And
Okay.
all the same class, we all committed together or whatever. And so when we would go on our visits and go to games, it was us four, you know what I'm saying, running around and making and doing causing ruckus. So I was like, yeah, I can go here. This is it. And that's where it started. But yeah, there was no Florida on my mind. I was like, nah, I don't really like the Gators. I didn't really like Tim Tebow. I was like, nah, I'm cool. Like, I'm good on that, But then, however happens, I go. My sister goes, I go, and then my little sister, she went to Florida as well. She graduated like 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah, so it's crazy. All three of us went, and yeah, man. Yeah, that's how that happened.
It's crazy to listen to the backstory because you hear so many different stories, but when you hear from the
man, the recruiting stories are so crazy, bro. Everybody has one. Everybody has one. They're so crazy, so crazy, especially before NIL, especially like my classes, because everything was trying to be sneaky, and you have to like. Some guys have some horror stories, some guys have some good stories, but yeah, maybe I should bring some of the guys in here to talk about some recruiting stuff, but. I bet you
we can make it happen.
Yeah,
so it's gonna sound like a little fanboyish, but I'm gonna tell you.
No.
I told my pops before when you got on campus, I was like, I came out the womb a Gator fan, and I told him from day one when you committed, I was like, you got to see this dude, Vernon Hargraves. I was like, he's gonna wear number 1 at Florida. I'm telling you, he's gonna rock that. He's gonna wear that jersey. Yeah. I wish I had a podcast back then because I could be able to have the proof with it. But I know the story of how you went from 16 to 1.
Yes,
but tell everybody how you went from 16
I'm always tell this story. Yeah, I'll tell this as I need to. But hold on, I'm trying to figure out. I can't.
We'll get into. I got a few more questions for you, and then we'll get into the recent Gator talk.
Sure, for sure. Oh, I'm not even looking at the chat. That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to pull the chat up so I can see it over here. Let me see if I can. Oh, no, I can't do it like that. All right. Yeah. So me getting number 1. Yeah. So my freshman year, I had to pick a jersey number, and the numbers that I got were all the good numbers were taken. Like all the good numbers are taken. So I'm looking at the numbers. I'm like, like I can't wear like 30 some or like 28 or like 20 some. Like I was like, nah. Like I wanted 24, but my boy Poole had 24, and then the lowest number was 16. So I was like, all right. And this is why part of why I committed to Florida is because my relationship with my coach, with T-Rob, like I said, I call him T-Rob is my coach, y'all. That's what I'm going to call him. And it's just that relationship, that comfortability that I had with him. So I said, I went up to him and I'm like, look, I'll take 16, but if I get a pick, and now mind you, this is before I've ever even put cleats on to play for the game. This is after I committed, but before a workout, before anything. And I'm like, look, I'll take 16 now, but in the first game, if I get a pick, you have to give me 1. And he was like, all right. He's like, all right, we could do that. He's like, we could do that. Well, he actually said, I got to go talk to Muschamp first. And then boom, right? Well, the original story was I told him I wanted 1, and he told me no. And I was like, what? I was like, why not? And then Muschamp was like, nah, we're not doing that. Like, you definitely can't have 1 as a freshman. Like, that's out. And I'm like, all right, cool.
Too much at UF.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay. If I get a pick in the first game, you know what I'm saying? You have to give me 1. Now, mind you, I don't even know. I'm just talking right now because I figured this out hindsight after the fact, right? At the time, I'm sitting behind Luchez Purifoy and Marcus Roberson and Jalen Watkins and Cody Riggs. Like, first of all, they're seniors and they're about to get drafted. They're great. They're good players. Luchez and Mark, you know, they're supposed to go in the first round if they didn't, you know what I'm saying, go off the rails at the end of their career, which actually helped me. We can get into that too. That's a good little thing for any young players. But I'm trying to and I don't know. I'm not even aware of this. I'm just naive to the whole process. Like thinking back on him, like, bro, I wasn't starting. Nothing even was in place for me to even come off like that. And now, like, I can see his face and him agreeing to it and him smiling and him smirking at me. And I'm looking like, oh, he must not think that I'm gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? And he's looking,
Yeah.
but he's looking like you're not even playing. Like you know what I'm saying?
Like, you're definitely not getting the one jersey.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And it's funny. So we get to training camp and stuff, and I'm practicing and I'm playing good, and everything's going good for me and all that. And he's throwing me in there with the ones. So to me, it feels like I'm gonna start and I'm gonna play. Like he didn't like Must Champion. They didn't come up to me and say, "Oh, you're starting." No. They would just rotate. They would just give me in there. They're giving me my reps that I needed. You know what I'm saying? Because they would get me ready to play if I needed to. But looking back on it, they had their guy. Like they had the guy that they want. You know what I'm saying? I was just gonna be backup. Like that's you know what I'm saying till my time came. Cool. At the time, I'm just happy-go-lucky. I'm just, hey, we're here. Let's go play. And I'm playing good and all that. And the first game comes, and like it didn't really hit me. Like I said, I mean, I'm sure we did like a little depth chart meeting or whatever, show where I was, but like I wasn't starting or whatever. But it didn't really hit me till like we ran out on the field. And like we ran out on the field, and I'm standing on the bench for the kickoff, and then the defense runs on the field, and I'm still standing on the bench. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, oh nah. I'm like, because mind you, like when you're a 5-star recruit type player, but I've never not played like what?
Yeah.
So that was my first time. I'm like, first of all, I'm like, it's so loud in here. We're playing Toledo. And I'm like, hey, bro, it's so loud and it was so hot. And I'm like, bro, what the hell is going on? And I'm like, I'm on the bench. And I'm like, this is crazy. This
You want to get in the mix.
Like, yeah, and I had to like snap out of him like T-Right. He's like, hey, come stand by me. I was like, oh shit, I put my helmet on. And I was like, I just had like a moment of just like, you know what I'm saying? And then it realized I'm like, I'm not even playing. And everything I'm not gonna get my jersey. I'm like, man. You know what I'm saying? So I had a little moment of realization, like a little moment of like a gut punch. I'm like, damn, I'm not even playing. Whatever. Game goes on. And I think it was probably, second half. I think he T-Rock came out. He's like, you ready to play? He's like, you ready to get in? I'm like, of course. And he put me in there, and then the rest is history. Right? They tried to throw like a little post on me, and I slid it, picked it, and then you could kind of see, you could see it in my celebration. I like pulling it up. You could see it after the play. Like I'm not even talking to my teammates. I'm weaving through my teammates, and I go right to them. And I tell them, I'm just talking. I'm like, yeah, I need that jersey. I need that.
You knew it was coming.
Yeah.
And deserved it. That's it.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. As soon as you got it, I was like, oh yeah, I called that. I called that a little bit quicker than I thought was going to happen, just because of like, you don't think that at the time that, because it's that number 1 jersey is just so sought after at UF that to see the people who wore it.
I like how they're like this year they had a few seniors step up and they're like, yeah, no, nobody's wearing that. Like that's out. You got to earn that. Ain't nobody good enough. I'm like, thank you, finally. Like, because at a point we were just for the last 6-7 years, we were just giving it out. Yep. Like I love Ricky Pearsall to death, love his heart, but you're a transfer. Like you can't get it as a transfer. I don't like. You got to be committed long term. Like Burnell should wear number 1 next.
Brenton Cox got it.
Yeah,
like
they were just giving it out.
It's crazy to see the 1 jerseys that got tossed around. That's something that made me mad too. Is just like, I'm like, why are we just handing this out? So to see it not be worn, and to be brutally honest, like it doesn't need to be worn this year. Like I'm like, I mean, the only one who's showing me heart that could wear it is Cormani. Like I'm like, you're the only one who's out there that's playing lights out. Who I'm like, if he wore it, okay, I get it. He's rocking it. But I got a couple more questions for you, and then we'll dive into the recent Gator talk. It's a 1A, 1B. Yep. I need your favorite moment as a Gator, and then your favorite game as a Gator. Because I have a favorite game when you were a Gator, but I want to see what yours is.
I think it's the same. I think both of mine are the same thing. Well, all right. My favorite moment was just playing Alabama in the SEC championship. Like that just whole process of getting to the SEC championship. That was fire. That was dope. You know what I'm saying? That was cool. You know what I'm saying? Playing Derek. Oh, was it Derek Henry?
At that time? I know that you probably went against Amari Cooper.
No, it was Calvin Ridley. I did go against Cooper.
It was Calvin Ridley. Yep.
It was Derek Henry. Yeah, it had to be Derek. He was in my class.
I don't know. They've had so many names. It's insane.
Calvin Ridley. Oh, damn. So, yeah, that was dope. And then my favorite play was the Ole Miss play, the Ole Miss pick. That shit was rock. That game, that was That was crazy. That was like yeah, that was crazy. That
It's
was
just one of those
that was the
moments.
craziest I've ever heard the Swamp. That was
I
lit.
think it really showed the
Lit.
defense that Muschamp could put on the field because they came in as the number one team into the Swamp.
Mm-hmm.
They were red hot on offense.
Yeah, they were
And
number
I was
2.
like, all right, like
Yeah,
it's gonna have to go score
that
for
wasn't
score.
that was McElwain.
That was McElwain. It was McElwain.
Jeff
Oh
Young.
yeah, that's another question I have for you. I'm about to ask that one. But that game was insane. Just watching this number one team come in red hot on offense, and I swear they could not move the ball. Could not move the ball. I was like, this is insane.
We was on a bumper, but
Yeah.
we was good on defense, bro. We was good. We had a lot of good players, bro. All our let me give you a quick little story. So about the guy T-Rob I'm talking about, Tavares. So when we was there, so starting, I could say from 2013 to when I left. Oh, I could say my class. There was 8 guys. My class till the 3 years. Because Quincy and T's, they're the last ones. So, and they came a year after me.
They were after you. Yeah.
2-year recruiting span between T-Rob. He had everybody that he recruited everybody he recruited except one guy got drafted in the NFL and we were starting. And that was 8 players. It was me, JC Jackson, Brian Poole, Marcel Harris, Quincy, Tees, and that's 7. So he had 7 of us in the league all at one point. We were all starters. You know what I'm saying? JC got a bag off of it. You know what I'm saying? And then he got the kids from South Carolina. He got JC Horn, got another bag off. So him as a coach, that's, you know what I'm saying? That's what we were. It's kind of hard for me to just explain like how we were as a unit, as a group, but we all still talk. All of us, everybody that I play with, we all still talk. The DBs, we all still talk.
Yeah.
So that should say everything you need to know. But it just goes to show, like, you got to give props to the coach, T-Rob and Muschamp, and how that's just, you know what I'm saying? It's different. It's different. But that's why Georgia's good on defense. That's why they got good players. That's why they got good safeties. Because
But see, something that I noticed, like even being at the Florida versus Vanderbilt game and watching y'all as a unit, just watching the DBs as a unit, it seemed like everybody. I heard Richard Sherman say this just recently, that it seems like the DBs are like on a string, that everybody is one, that everybody knows like where everyone's going to be. And that's what it was like when you were there, and with Tees and Quincy, and just everyone seemed to be just in sync with everything that happened. You found yourself, if you were on this side, you knew on that side. Like, I felt like the safeties didn't have to do a whole lot. And then yet the safeties were disgusting then too.
You hit it on the head, bro. It's all about friendship, bro. Football is about friendship. Football is about friendship in your locker room, bro. And this is gonna lead us. We're gonna get right into the new Gators, bro. This is gonna lead us right into it. But it's all about friendship, bro. You gotta love who you play with, and you gotta know who you play with. You gotta hang out with them, and you gotta care. You know what I'm saying? That's all it comes down to. It's not and this is gonna lead. We jumping right into it. But off camera, you said the thing you said about Billy, how you said you still want him fired and all that. Yeah. So my thing is it's deeper than just winning and losing for me, because when I had my Muschamp and T-Rob, we didn't win a lot, and Muschamp got fired, but as a defense, we did not want him to leave. That was the fans saying all that, but inside the locker room, we love this guy. We're not winning, but damn, we gonna try to get it right. One more, you know what I'm saying? So that's the way I'm looking at it for the guys playing now. And you don't play good football. Are we playing winning football? No. Are we playing good football? I think so. I think we're playing good football. We're not playing winning football. 2025 right now. But when it comes down to it, you don't play good football when you're not happy with your coach and you're not liking what's going on in the locker room. You're not liking in the meetings. You'll start to look like Florida State last year. Like they were clocked out. Yeah. After that Georgia Tech loss, they were clocked out. They ain't even want to. And I say that to say we could have easily done that. Easily. We could have went to LSU and lost by 40. Like, playing at LSU at nighttime is a bear. That is not fun. That is not fun. I did not. It's crazy. It's a crazy atmosphere. It's hard to win. And the guys, they went in there and they played hard.
Yep.
Yeah, we had some. Yeah. No, we didn't play fucking good, but they played hard. They cared. It wasn't, no, we're not gonna lay down, and I don't care what's gonna happen on offense. This is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I'm looking at our team now. You know, it's like, yeah, we're 1-3. Yeah, our coach is 20-22. But I just don't feel like the guys are like, yeah, get him out of here. Nah, we hate him, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't see that either. Right.
But I'm gonna give you the fan side of it. Just because you looking at it both sides, right? And I see what you're saying. And I was in your stream after the LSU game, and you brought up how you have a dad that coached, obviously. So you see your dad, and even with that, like sometimes it wasn't even your dad's fault. Like it's just like a head coach job. So everybody gets it all rains on everyone. So then you have to get up, you have to move, and that's a coach's child, just like a military child, any of that, you move around. But this is why it comes from the fan side of it, and this is where I look at it, right? The players that are in that room right there, right? I know they want to play for that coach. There's a reason they came there to play for Billy Napier. He went and recruited them. He brought them in. But sometimes you just don't get it done. And with the fan side of it, we buy the merch, we buy the tickets, like we show up, and I get it. Like the players are putting blood, sweat, and tears every day into it. But my big thing with it is with being a fan is when we sit there and we get our hopes up every week, and it's like, yeah, well, we're right there. But it's like those players who are fighting for him, especially some of like the real talented ones. For example, with you play, okay, 3 years, like there's a chance, go to the league, you're off, you're in the league, you're on the team there. Yes, you still care about the Gators, but you got your own stuff you're worried about. You're playing there, doing that. Whereas the fans, we look forward to this more than we get to watch it. And so when this is a production we get, this is why it makes everybody so frustrated. Because everybody wants, like, do I want Billy fired? No, I want Billy to win games. It's not, I don't know Billy. I've never met him. 100%, but I want to win ball games. And so it's like, people cut it and don't.
100% on that. And it's the same thing. It's the same thing for us. Right. But when I say that, I'm saying it as like specifically talking about us right now.
Yeah.
Okay. If we get rid of coach, what's it going to look like right now? Right. We're 1-3. See, we're not going to playoffs. The playoffs is over. Like that's not it. If we fire him now, I just feel like, and this is not a Billy Napier thing. Like I want him. It's just he's the coach right now. Firing a coach is not beneficial. I've been on teams where it's happened midseason after it just don't like, because now the guys that have been there, I just don't know this dude. I just don't know him. It's just I'm playing for me now.
Yeah.
You know, I just don't know, not necessarily for me, but I'm playing for my team. But I don't know this coach. He's just coming in. Yeah, he's a good guy. He could be great and all that. But like, he didn't recruit me. I don't necessarily know him. And then eventually he's going to bring in a guy that he wants to play in my position. So, so that's kind of the process people got to think about when you want to talk about firing a coach. Is everybody gets replaced. And it's not like these players suck. No, it's just I want what I recruited. I want what I see to come in. And then you got the guys that are already there. And then everybody wants to transfer out and all that crazy stuff. So I don't know. I just don't know how that's going to work. But specifically going back to right now on whatever the date is today. Can't even say the 24th of September. I mean, will it do us any good to get rid of him? I don't know. I'm not sure.
Again, speaking from a fan's point, the reason that I think that everybody wants him gone, I don't think it's necessarily that we're like, we know that firing him right now, just from a fan point, I guarantee you any fan that's in here right now can agree with me. It's not the fact that we're like, we need him gone right now because we're going to turn this around. We're going to go undefeated and we're going to make it to a national championship this year. That's not the mindset. I think the mindset is that we watched a season last year where it was going downhill and I think the writing was on the wall and Billy kind of went up and erased a little bit of it because he had some good games and that's fine. But I think that we just want it to have that like sigh of relief. They were like, okay. And who knows? I mean, the thing is, in all reality, we don't know who they're going to go hire.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I hate to cut you off, but you're making.
No, you're good.
We got to see something.
Yeah.
You got to give us something, and I'm with you on that. And it's just, my thing is, it's if you are gonna fire a coach, let's make it after the season. That's the point I'm trying to make. Right.
I see what you're saying.
So you have a whole off season to ramp up and get what you want going. Right.
Yeah.
Like let them finish the season, see what happens. Hey, cool, chop it up. As soon as the season ends, hey, look, you know what I'm saying? Because obviously the thing, and I don't want you to mistake me and how I'm talking and like, oh, I don't want to say fire coach. Is like, fuck all that. Ooh, I don't know if I don't.
You're good.
Get all that right. We gotta win.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta win. It ain't personal. If
Yeah.
you don't win, you gotta go. It ain't, and he knows that. Billy, every coach in America knows that. So depending on how this season comes out, like damn near, you damn near got to go undefeated for you to keep your job. And he know that's not a secret. He knows that. Everybody knows it's not a. You know. So hey, let them do it. Let them roll. Let them out there. See what we can do. Cheer for the Gators. Whatever. After the season, everybody knows what time it is, right? Hey, if you don't win nothing, if you don't got nothing going towards the end of the season, all right, look, we love you, but pack your bags. Look, we gotta get somebody else in here who can win, and that's where I'm with it, right? Versus boning it up right now, and then might lose this player, Everybody, the Gators, you know what I'm saying? So just let them cool it, let them get through the season, you know what I'm saying? And then we'll go from there, you know what I'm saying? Just for the sake of the Gators.
Yeah, and I don't think that it's necessarily like. Just in the history of like being a Florida Gators fan, Ron Zook got fired. People don't know this. He got fired pretty early on in the season, but the administration like worked with him and let him coach the rest of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Do I think Billy would do that? I don't know. He might, because I think he's a good man. Like I think he's a good guy overall.
Yeah.
Just from what you hear, and I think that he would do it.
Yeah.
But I think it lets other coaches know, because I said this on Monday on this live.
Mm-hmm.
People love to say, well, oh, the Florida job ain't what Ole Miss is now. The Florida job is this, Florida job is that. And I'm like, I don't care what you say, that logo still holds weight. And with that logo holding weight, it's like,
hey, I don't want to hear nothing, man. We are talking about the University of Florida.
Exactly. And if someone, I said, it's more appealing now. You think that Muschamp wanted to come in and take over Urban Meyer?
I could do this all day. I'm loving this. Come on.
Yeah, trust me, bro. I get it. Like,
what are we talking about?
It's more of an appealing job now than it was when Muschamp took it. Because it's like,
let's go.
Yeah, you got people who I'm like, they want to bring that back. They want to bring that back to what they knew and how they felt about the University of Florida. I mean, don't get me wrong, we want to look at this team and go, and it's everyone wants to compare it. I get it. Lagway runs, Lagway can throw, and they're like, we got Tebow, and we got this player that's like Percy Harvin, or we got this player. DB, same way. You got DBs. I've been saying it. I see certain DBs, and I'm like, dang, this DB plays like Vern, or this DB plays like Reggie Nelson. And it's like, no, you got to stop. You got to stop comparing everything. You got to stop saying that this university doesn't hold any weight now. Because if you're saying that, you're either a rival and you're just a hater, or you're just speaking nonsense, because a logo it holds weight.
You want to know what tells it all? You want to know what tells it all? Look what happens when we lose. End of discussion.
Oh, I know.
If it hold no weight and nobody talking, man, we lose. It's like
everyone's Super Bowl.
I've never listen. the kids from Miami, they beat a 1-2 Gator team. They on live going crazy.
Yep.
It's like when we was playing, we don't care about no team that's 1-2. We not even. That's like us making fun of Kentucky. Like we don't care. You know what I'm saying? But we're the Florida Gators. When you play the Florida, it's circled like we played when we played LSU. Oh yeah. It's always the Gators, right?
Yeah.
But in the coaching world, in the football world, in the everybody knows that though. That's not their coach is dying. They're looking. They're keeping an eye on us. Everybody's keeping an eye on us right now. You know what I'm saying? And that's a good thing, right? That's a good thing for us. And damn. So let's. I know you already talked about this because I watch your podcast, but I'm kind of just gonna ramble a little bit. Thinking of a new coach, right?
Yep.
And I'm thinking, obviously I'm not researching new upcoming coaches and all that. I'm not that deep into the lore, but I'm just trying to think of which direction we would go. You know what I'm saying? Let's say things don't work out for Billy.
Won't work out.
What exactly do you do as an AD? Like, it's 2025 now, right? So you can play players can leave, players can go.
Yep.
You got good players on your team now, right? So it's like, which way do we go with it? You know what I'm saying? Do we get another Billy type who's never been to the SEC? Do we get a guy like Lane Kiffin? Do we get an old guy? I heard you and I forgot the other kid's name. Do we get a John Gruden? Yeah. Do we get a John Gruden? Do we, So I don't know.
Here's my thing. I think if you want a home run, and this is a real good point before I'll say what the coach is in the comments right here. This is a very good point because you do lose out on recruiting. You don't. And now there's things, if you go get a top coach, his recruits are going to most likely come with him, or at least a majority of them, because they're connected to him. But my thing is, I feel like if you want a home run, you go get Lane. Because I'm sorry, but you're not recruiting to Ole Miss the way you're going to recruit to the University of Florida.
Bro, early this morning, I'm thinking about that. I'm like, bro, if we get Lane Kiffin, we're a movie.
Yeah,
oh my God. Yeah, he's a good coach. I like him as a coach. I like how
he's a player's coach, it seems like.
Yeah.
That's what it seems like. And I think that's people who want to play for him. Like, I think that there's a way, and I'm very firm on this, and this is just the way that I feel about it. You were actually D1 5-star, went to the NFL, so you have more of a standpoint of how you feel. But I feel like players need somebody who is got that ego to them, that because you kind of vibe off how your coach is, and that's how it feels with how DJ is right now. It's kind of how everybody seems like when they lose. I get they don't want to lose, but they feel just like Billy does, where it's kind of like, well, we got to go back and look at the tape. It's like, no, bro, show some type of energy,
bro. You hit it on the head, bro. You hit it on the fucking head, bro. You did.
It's just no energy.
You did, bro. You did. That's a great point, bro. That's a great point. Like, yeah.
It's just insane, man. That's why I'm like, you need a coach, and that's why like my coaching list has like the coaches that are on there. I do think, like, again, there's some coaches I'm going to catch slack for this because I've been hating on him quite a bit. But like Jed Fish, I don't know how much you know about him.
Where's he at?
He's out at Washington. The thing about him is that he was. What'd you say?
Where was he at before Washington?
He was at Arizona before Washington. And he changed them. They were 0-12 when he got there. His first season 1-11, his second season 5-7, his third season 10-3 in a bowl game, and then he left to go to Washington. So we don't know about longevity of winning seasons.
Arizona. Hold on, let me see. Let me do something.
My thing with him, I'll tell you this: he's a Gator alum, so he understands what it's like to be there. He knows what the rivalries mean, and then
I had a good point with that too.
On top of that, another thing that's really big about this, especially in today's day and age, there's NIL in it. His roommate at the University of Florida was Howie Roseman. That is the general manager of the Philadelphia Eagles. Yep. So if he needs to talk to somebody about how to manage a football team and how to pay a football team and how to keep a team together, you think he doesn't have the easiest way? He said that's his best friend, and they vacation every summer together. I'm like, I'm not saying he's my number one, but I'm like, it makes sense.
He's at Washington right now?
He's at Washington right now.
Okay, cool.
That's why I wanted to that's why I'm gonna have my eye at 3:30 on Saturday. They play Ohio State in Washington. Like, you go get that done. Not that my list means anything, but it's gonna bump up on my want list. 100%. And it makes sense. He's a Gator at heart. And that's the big thing. Like, now you get it. You know what I mean? Like, I was born into this. I never played for them, but you played. You put on the jersey. You went in there. You heard the crowd. So now you want to see them win just like anybody else.
100%.
But it's just, that's how I feel about it when it comes to him. But again, I think Lane Kiffin, he knows the SEC. I've said it. He doesn't got to leave the SEC coach group chat, SEC media day. He knows everybody. Right. And he's got that like mentality to him that he doesn't want to just beat you. Like, he wants to run it up.
Yeah.
And
that's,
I hate to say it, but you got to do it.
That's that Florida mentality. You kind of said it, how the coach, how Billy comes out in his press conferences, he's mellow tone, right? Now I think that's what's the word I'm looking for? That's he's doing that on purpose, right?
Yeah.
Everything is he's all Bill Belichick.
Mm-hmm.
Win, loss, we got to get better. That's just for the media, right? I get that aspect of it, but like you said, on the outside looking in, we do want to see something though. We want to see a little, especially if it's not turning over, right? You can be Bill Belichick in the media if you win, right? But when you're losing, then it's like, oh, you're not even doing nothing, right? So I do get that aspect of it, but it does, and I do see where that can lead over to your team, like kind of how you said it, how your coach kind of doesn't represent your quarterback, but like if Billy goes on there and he lets out a cuss word one time or something, everybody's gonna be like, hold on, wait, whoa,
I said that.
oh shit,
Drop
somebody
the
cuss,
F-bomb, do something.
you know.
You gotta. I mean, and I think that's the thing where it's like the most energy I've seen out of him is if we score or whatever, he kind of does a fist pump and you see a little bit of energy, but I'm like, that's it. And I get it. Like you said, I know it's the Bill Belichick. I know it's the Nick Saban-esque type mindset, but I'm like, them guys would dig into you, and I'm not at practice. I don't know how he's handling practice.
Right.
But
and that's why I'm so hesitant to talk about all this, because we're not there. We're not there. And obviously you don't have to be there like to talk about it. You don't have to, bro. That's the beauty of college football. That's what fans are. That's what college football is. You can talk about whatever the fuck you want to talk about. You don't have to be there. But you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm hesitant. And that's why I have the approach that I do, is because you just don't know. You just don't know how it goes. He could be cussing him. He could be dogging him.
Right.
I've been up there a few times, but not enough to not that I would tell everybody what's going on, but not that I haven't been up there enough to see, you know what I'm saying, what's really, really going on. But
yeah, I mean, so because it's hard, because see, like I look at a coach like Muschamp. Muschamp didn't obviously cut it at Florida, but there was passion there. Like you've seen the clips of him smacking the whiteboard. You've seen him hollering, like,
Lord, bro.
It's crazy because it's like you look at that, but you respect it, right? Or like with the John Gruden pick, right? I like John Gruden because John Gruden's just a football guy, and that's what he is. He's a football guy, and he just wants to know the ins and outs of everything. And he's a player's guy too. Like you see him, I watch his videos, right? And I get it. Like there's allegations about him, all that. I understand. But this man goes to Georgia's campus. He goes to the Jacksonville Jaguars facility. Like you see him going all over, and every time any player sees him, they're so hyped to see him. And I'm like, he's going to be able to recruit. Do I think the University of Florida will do it? No. I don't think that they would take the chance to make him they wouldn't give him that opportunity, his first coaching job back. But I'm like, it makes sense. Again, though, for me, and everybody has their number one. My number one is Lane. Like, that's it. I think he's got that Spurrier mindset. I think he's got that egotistical mindset. And you look at national championships that have been won at the University of Florida, the main thing that all of them have is they have a high-powered offense. It's just like, that, and then good DBs. Is DBU.
We've been missing that since I was there. We've been missing that offense since I was there, bro.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
To be honest, we've been missing DBs in a sense. I mean, outside of like the year with Chauncey Gardner and those guys, like they played, they had a great defense, but man, it's just like, I get it. There's teams that have their identity, and I think it's just it's in their genetics of that team of like, that's how they look. Alabama's always going to have a tough-nosed running back. Always. Like, that's just, I don't think it matters who coaches there. They're going to have that. They're going to have some good receivers, like stud receivers, but and that's always all the way back with like Bama with not Theatric Face and Tyrone Prothro. But like with Florida, you got a quarterback who can air it out, put the ball in the air. You may not have the top receivers.
Let's get into our roster this year. Let's do it.
Let's go.
So I'm just going to refer to the Miami game, right? Well, really Miami and LSU, right? So I got to start off with this, right? And this is why I just know the potential, but potential don't mean nothing. So you can't use that word. You might as well throw that word away, right? But first, right now, offensively, we don't have a guy that can take the top off. We don't have a guy that can You know what I'm saying? That can go and go run. Now, Dallas Wilson is supposed to be our guy, right? Obviously, he got the broken foot he's coming back from. But other than that, we don't have any 6'3", 6'4" guy that can go take the top off, that can threaten the defense deep, that can open up all the things underneath that DJ that he's really comfortable, that he's really good at, right? We're going into the game, and I'm watching the LSU game, and the safeties are sitting at 8, 9, 10 yards flat-footing, and they're just waiting. They don't even have to backpedal, right? Everything's coming across their face right in front of them, slants, and you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, well, duh, like no, duh, like our offense isn't working, our offense isn't clicking because they know what we're doing. It's not necessarily our players aren't doing what they're supposed to do, but we're just predictable and they know exactly what's about to happen, what we're going to do. I bet you if we watch film, I always like to say that I could be a defensive coordinator because I understand the game. But I bet you if I watch Florida, I can game plan against Florida just because it's so vanilla.
Yep.
So vanilla. And now I say that I have to say that this is what worked for us last year to win those back 8 games. It was the vanilla. It was a very vanilla offense. It wasn't nothing crazy. It was really damn near the same offense. We're doing the same type things, right? But now, like when you play against, I think LSU was the first, like when you play an NFL defense with guys that really want to go to like them guys, like there's a difference, right? Everybody says the SEC ball. I know you heard it, but it's because the type of player that plays in the SEC it's a little different. Like it's a little different, you know. And you saw that versus LSU. Them boys when they got 5 of them. Like we don't care, but everybody's trying to like. And the way I look at it, like funny, like we trying to go to the league. That's what 5 picks is. Like we trying to get there, you know. And when you play a team like that, and when you play a defense like that, that's coached well enough, that's what it's going to look like if you're predictable, right? But then on the flip side of it, it's we don't have a guy that can go take the corner and the safety out, so we can take 2-on-1 and we can get one guy open. We don't have a guy that's doing that yet. We have a lot of speed guys. We got Vernell, we got Eugene, but
we got Ademize though.
Right, but he's not. We're not using him.
I know, but whose fault is that?
Yeah, I mean, he was hurt and all that. He missed a whole bunch of camp and all that crap.
But the thing is, if someone's healthy, right, and he's sitting over there, he's ready to go. He's got his helmet on. He's ready to go. And my thing is that look at Georgia last year. Look at Florida, Georgia last year. Who scored and where did he score it at? Over the top.
Yeah.
Where Lagway's comfortable.
Yep.
And this is my problem. I'm not saying it's all Lagway, but it's like Billy is putting these guys like you got Aiden Mizell, he's a 100-meter dash, track speed all over the place. And the reason he's not playing, and Billy said it himself, is that, well, he doesn't really know the route tree. I'm like, I don't care who knows the route tree. You know, you got players that just know football sometimes, and yeah, they may not be an NFL guy, but sometimes you got to put someone out there who knows how to win football games, and he's known to take the top off.
See, I'm not even that deep into it. I didn't even know that coach said that about him, but that's something that you do also, like and I feel that all the way. If a guy can't, if he don't understand the play, you can't play. That's just what it is. That's not. I didn't even know that. I don't even know that about the kid Aiden. I didn't. But coaches he's not playing them on purpose. Like I nothing in me can say that. I can't say that. Oh yeah, we got a guy right here. He can go. He can really split the defense. Oh yeah, we're not going to play him. I don't see that. I can't say that. I can't say that with my heart and mean it. Right. So there's also part of it where if I'm telling you to do something and you're not doing it, come on, bro. Like, but this guy's doing it.
Yeah, no, I get it.
As a coach, it puts you in a weird position. In a weird position. It's like, and if that is, I'm speaking, if that is a situation with Aiden, I don't know. I don't really care right at this point.
Yeah.
But you know, if that's what coach said and he can't figure it out, then like, yeah, like me and my dad, we talk all the time, and he always tells me, man, I got this kid, man. He's 6'4", this, that, the third. He just I can't play him. Right, because you're a liability. You become a liability. You get out there, you're running the wrong routes. You're putting guys in other, like, yeah, you might score on one, but what about all the 90 other plays? You putting guys in bad positions. You're not blocking. You're not doing this, that, third. So that's where that comes from, and that's cool. But even Aiden, though, I'm talking like, I'm sure you've seen Dallas Wilson. He's big size. He can go catch a dig. He can go catch a something.
Yeah.
He can go get us 12 yards, 15 yards. That's the guy we need. We
Mhm.
need a few of those. We need a few of those to go take the top off and shit. You know what I'm saying? Open up the defense for us, so that way Vernell and Trey can get loose in there, get loose on the inside on our slants and our
Right.
bubbles, and they can start taking them to the house, right? But without guys on the outside taking the top off, it ain't gonna be nothing. It's gonna look the same every game because
Yeah.
DJ, I don't know if you heard his press conference, but he's a smart quarterback though. He's a smart player. He understands the game. He understands that I can't just drop back and throw it deep, right? I have to take what they give me. That's what he said. He said I was taking what the defense gives you. Yeah, and they're only gonna give you so much because we don't got nothing else to threaten. We don't got nothing to threaten
Right.
safeties. We don't got nothing to threaten the defense. Really, we got a
Mhm.
lot of good players, a lot of quick little toss-ups. But when you're playing Miami, LSU, and the SEC, we can get to sideline just as quick as you. So you're not gonna outrun us. So all the little gadgets is not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? And that's where we're at, right? That's where we're at with it. So yes, it is the coaching, sort of like the personnel as well, but mainly when I'm watching this, bro, we need somebody like you said. We need to take the top, but we ain't throw the ball deep at all, ever.
But see, it's a perfect point of view from you because of being you being a corner and you understanding that. But it's just like I think what's frustrating again is just being I'm just your average Joe. Like I didn't go play D1. I sit on my couch and watch football just like the rest of us, and I can sit there and tell you, well, this is what's about. He's about to throw this. Like this is the route he's about to run. But see, I'm real deep into this, just so you know. Like I'm a head case when it comes to the Gators.
I can hear it.
But
I love
when
it.
J. Michael transferred from UCLA to Florida, right?
Mhm.
There was projections of him going in the second round in the NFL, and he's like, no, like I'm going to try my best to get to the first. He sees Ricky Pearsall gets picked in the first, so I think he sees, okay, I got room to push myself into the first round. If I go here, I'm going to play with DJ Lagway. Like I saw the year he had it as a freshman, and then it's kind of like we handcuffed him. And I'm like, he knows it. Like I saw it. I see it on tape. I watched his tape before he came here. That's why I was like, I'm hyped about this guy. You can go watch any of my videos that I put on here prior to the season starting. I was like, we ain't even talking about J. Michael yet. And I'm like, his route tree is insane. You can put him over the top. He's fast and he's tall. He's what, 6'3", 6'4". You can put him over the top. And it's just like, we did it one time where DJ rolls out to the right, put him on a post route, and what happens? Don't get me wrong, like that's not his fault. It's not even Billy's fault that DJ throws it over his head. But again, it comes down to anything you do in life, right? This is where I get frustrated with Billy because he wants to remain the play caller. Again, it's nothing against him. You could have went and got an OC this offseason, and we could have changed this whole narrative around, and no one would want to fire you. But it's all repetition. Anything you do in life, if you stop doing it for a while and then you try to do it one time, if you do 100 things and right at like number 75, you try it right there, you probably aren't going to do it that great. Right. And that's the problem with the offense right now is Billy is throwing everything where every safety, I don't even think I've seen the safeties play deep at all against us. They were shallow the whole time. And then he goes, it's putting DJ in bad situations because then he wants to throw it out there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why are you doing this to him? Like, I'm not saying that you need to keep throwing the dink routes, but I'm like, bro, mix it up some.
That was my biggest fear.
Routes.
That was my biggest fear, right? After the LSU game, he threw the 5 picks. I said, he's gonna come out here and he's gonna dumb down DJ. I know he is. He's gonna dumb it down and make it. And what we come out and do, we had 5 yards and whatever we did. I don't care about the stats.
Yeah.
And my thing is like, bro, that's my gripe with Billy right now is how he did play the Miami game. All that safe shit, bro. Stop. That's not Florida. That's not us, bro. Cut that shit out. We can't do that, right? That's my gripe with him. Like, we can't do that, bro. Stop. Don't finish the season like that, bro. Let it hang out. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be over with anyway. You know what I'm saying? Right?
He said, "Scared money don't make money." Before he got here.
Yeah, it ain't no. It's not a secret. This is not no like. You know what I'm saying? You didn't win. The cake's baked already. The cake is baked. The cake is baked. My thing is, let's not pile on. Let's cheer for now. Until the offseason. That's my whole thing with it with Billy. Like, let's just cheer him on. Let's just try to keep some morale going. Because, as I said, I'm talking to y'all from a player's point. We see all that shit too. We see all the shit you post. We see it. We're scrolling. We see everything. All the Florida Gator Network pages, the fan pages, the meme pages. we see it all. So it's just like, why? You don't got to shit. You know what I'm saying? Just post something else. But whatever. Back to my point. It's just DJ. You recruited DJ because he threw a fucking 1,000 touchdowns in high school, and he let him throw the ball. Let him throw it. You giving him routes and you giving him play combinations that he don't. There's nothing there for him to even like dissect. And you giving him one slant on the backside and a check down. Like there's nothing there for him to play with. Like he has one read. We run one side. If we cut off the whole field, we run one side. If he gets, I already know what he's looking. He's looking at linebackers and the safeties. If safety comes down, okay, we'll go to this side. So it's just like, bro, open it up for him. Let him play. Just let him play. Fuck the 5 picks. Who cares? He's a quarterback. He is a gunslinging quarterback. He is like Peyton Manning, Tom Brady type. You don't put those guys in a shell because they throw 3 picks. No, let them go. Let them open it up. Like kind of to what you're pointing. And that was my gripe, right? He's throwing slants and crossing routes and little, bro, we're not, what is this? Are we JV? Like, bro, like, come on, pick it up. Pick up the offense, pick up the tempo, pick up the speed, right? We got to get everything going, right? And I say all that, and bro, both games, LSU, Miami, we're in the game in the fourth quarter with 8 minutes. We're in the game. We're doing all the little bullshit. We're playing JV offense. We're in the game. So,
but see, and you tell me if I'm wrong here, but I just coming from a defensive side, right? You playing corner, right? You're playing against the Gators.
Yep.
You know, coming into that week, you're watching film. You know who Jaden Ball is.
Yep.
You obviously know that Lagway has it in him. I mean, Lagway didn't go from last season, what he was doing, throwing grown men off of him from the D-line and throwing a pass 20 yards down the field. That doesn't just go away in the offseason. It doesn't like the Monstars in Space Jam where they came and took his powers. Like, it didn't happen like that. Whereas he still has that in him. But my thing is, right, is when you look at the LSU game, right, what is he's got Lagway throwing 50 times in that game. And I'm like, you don't think that the DBs know? You don't think, and you haven't thrown anything over top. You don't think that they know that you're going to throw the ball and where you're going to throw it? They know your 3 routes.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
And I'm like, hand the ball off, keep everybody true, right? Okay, if Ball is getting off, if Jacoby Jackson's getting off, they're going to stack the box. What does that open up? Now you got less DBs out there. You got speed everywhere. But see, that's the thing. He does that. Okay, we got the box stacked. What does he do? He runs 4 wide, and 2 of those 4 are tight ends. And I'm like, well, that's not taking the top off.
Right.
That's where my frustration
is. I actually love how he uses his tight ends. I love how he uses his tight ends. I think we got 2 good tight ends. Not great, but they're good. They're good players. They can get open, and you know what I'm saying. If they catch the ball, we're okay. But that has nothing to do with taking the top off. But what you just say. Oh yeah, about the defense. And when you watch the film, we know what we're gonna get. We already know it's gonna be some short, something to get the ball out quick to try to get the kid to guy. All right, bet we're gonna sit on this all game. We ready. We know what's about to happen, right? So, and I think that that was my point. I think he switched the game plans up. He should have did once Lagway threw like that pick 6. He should have did exactly what he did to Miami. He should have did that the rest of the game. Right? Don't have him throw 50. He already threw 3. Okay, now you set him down. Hand that bitch off to 13.
Yeah,
and 24. Right? And then the Miami game, he should have threw it 50 times. Throw it.
But he did it.
Get it out there. Let it ride. You know what I'm saying? So,
but that's where my thing is, right? Is just looking at this team as a whole. And I've used this comparison so many times, right? Where I feel like you got a chessboard in front of you. Billy's got the chessboard right there, and he's got all the pieces, everything he needs, and he's trying to play checkers. He has no idea, and that's the problem. Like you just said it a little bit ago, the SEC is different. In all reality, like the Big Ten's good too, but everyone knows, like they've said it, like Derrick Henry said it. You've heard it in the interviews. He was like, bro, the closest I've come to playing NFL play was playing in the SEC. Them guys are just as big. They're just as fast.
Come on. Now.
And that's where the problem is that some people just ain't meant for it because this is chess, but you're playing with grandmasters here. Like this ain't the chess when you were at Louisiana with the Raging Cajuns that it's like, okay, yeah, I can kind of get my way around this board and I can figure it out as I go along. You can't figure it out as you go along here, Billy. Like,
you hear that?
Yeah. I'm saying you got to be ready. And that's why I preach the Lane Kiffins or like guys that are in this scenario and they know, okay, this is what I'm dealing with, but I want to go from Ole Miss to Florida because I know that that's a step up. As much as anybody can hate, anybody can say what they want. If you believe that Ole Miss is the same level as Florida, I'm sorry, you're dumb. Like that's just all there is to it.
That's the people that we're not talking to. Like we're not
Right, exactly.
But
that's the people who shouldn't even be watching this podcast, probably.
Of course, man. Of course. Hey, look, I gotta head out in 5 minutes. I actually gotta go get a haircut.
You're good. I got one more question for you by someone in here. Before this ends, they say you got to ask BH3 if he could give any Florida player one piece of advice, criticism, or encouragement. What would you say?
Oh man! So if I can give one player some advice, man, who would I talk to? I would have to say I gotta go Lagway. I would definitely talk to him and just tell him, and I would remind him like how much Florida or he means to Florida.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How much he means and how much we genuinely rock with him and how much genuinely people are going to rock with you when you leave.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. Nothing football. No, you need no. I don't play quarterback. I don't know how to do that. Shit, he got that part of it. But I would just kind of give him like that real, like that love aspect of it. Show him like, bro, you are the quarterback at the University of Florida. Like, no matter what you see and all the bullshit, blah, 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 there are people that like, we are diehards for you, bro. We rocking with you. We are rocking with you. We will now to your whole career. We're going to follow you. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Right. So I would tell him that aspect of it. Nothing game related, nothing football related. He can handle that. But just telling him and kind of putting that quote unquote good pressure on him to know, like, yeah, you're the quarterback of the Florida Gators. Yeah, you got a lot of pressure on you. Yeah, you got a lot of people behind you, supporting you, ready to, you know what I'm saying, take you to the next level. And just that the love is there, man. The love is there, and just go play. Just go have fun.
Yeah.
Go let that.
That's good advice.
You know what I'm saying?
I think it'd be the same. Like if even just looking at him, I think and it is hard. Like you said, they all read it and he reads it. People are like, oh, Lagway sucks. Lagway's this. And I get it. I've fallen victim to saying it when I'm mad in the moment, everything like that. But
you have a right to say that as fans. My thing is why the 14 different memes every day?
Yeah.
All week.
But it's
on, bro. All right. Game day. Yes, he does suck. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm throwing stuff at the TV 100%. When the game's over and the week's starting, all right, come on now. Let's move on.
I think you can see it in his eyes, though, that it's mental. Like you can see that something like he just doesn't look like when he gets there. It's like he looks like, bro, I don't know. I don't even know what's going on. Like he does look off. I
felt that way last year.
Yeah.
When I was watching, like when they showed the helmet frame and he's just kind of looking. And last year I was like, I don't know. But I just think that's just how that's just his aura. That's just how he is. Because he looked that way last year. It wasn't like last year he was all like smiling and jippy. Mm-hmm. He was the same way. He was just kind of like.
But I feel like last year he played like he was a backup that was filling in and he like had no pressure. And he plays this year like, oh, this is my team. Yeah. And he's got to just look at it.
But fam, that's part of it, fam. That's shit. Mm-hmm. That's part of being a great quarterback, bro. He's going through. He's taking his lumps and bruises. You know what I'm saying? And we're looking at, and we have that high expectation of him, bro. We think that, you know what I'm saying, he needs to be our Jesus. And he's taking his lumps and bruises right now. So we're kind of being hard on him.
I think he just needs to look at it that like,
which is the ultimate compliment.
Yeah. Even Russell Wilson just got benched. Like Russell Wilson is not going to be the starting quarterback for the Giants this week. And it's like, you get to that level, like you just got to go play.
You got to go play.
Don't think about the position. Don't think about none of that stuff. If you go out there and you play real, like my brother taught me this about, he's an MMA fighter. I'll let you go after this, but he taught me this. He was like, the best way that you can fight is to be fluid and to be loose and to bounce around and move around. And that's how you play. When you play, like if you fight stiff or you move stiff, like it's going to get you beat up. It's going to get you hurt. And it's like, I feel like that's how DJ's playing out there. I feel like when he's running, I feel like he's a robot.
Yes.
It's like, bro,
100%.
Get loose. Like just go out there and ball.
bro, I brought this up on my podcast, bro. Our offense, back to our offense and our scheme and what we're doing, bro. Our tempo is too slow. Like we're so slow. Like our play actions are so like DJ's back there like molasses. Like I don't know if he's being coached that way. I don't know if like that's the timing that we want or whatever it is. But like I'm like, yo, we got to speed up our operation. That's the word I'm looking for. Our operation is so slow. Like when we do our play actions, it's like,
yeah.
And then he pulls it back. And by the time he gets back there, there's 4 guys in front.
They're already right there.
And we have a good offensive line. But I just think our whole operation back there is too slow. We got to speed that shit up. Like we got to get some shit going. Like I don't know if you've seen FSU play, but
who is
that
it?
kid Tommy, FSU, the kid Tommy, bro, him and Gus Malzone, they're like he's the perfect quarterback for his offense. I mean, obviously, I know a lot about Gus because my friend Ryan, he played for him at Auburn, so we talk about him all the time. But bro, they run, bro. First of all, they go no tempo, and like, bro, he throws the ball so fast. You don't even have time to like react as a defense. Like, and all they do is they go slant, 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 go ball, slant, 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 go ball, and it's bro. And if you do it right, it's gonna work because as a defense, it's like, all right, we know what we got to get ready for. 1, we got to get on the ball. 2, we got to get. It's either gonna be some short or some deep. That's a bad spot to be in. Because if it looks short and it's not, and it's a touchdown. Yeah. Right. And that's why Florida State's putting up 70 points now again. I mean, it's nobody teams, but still 70 points. It's like,
they're doing the bad teams what you do to bad teams.
Yeah. Y'all doing the look over there. But his operation, when he gets the ball, it's a quick play fake. Boom. He's getting out quick on the slant. Boom. Quick play fake. Ball's out. Deep, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think Florida State has better players than us. So, you know what I'm saying? We gotta get that operation going. We gotta get that speed up. We gotta speed up DJ's clock. Like, get that shit going. Get it out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But man, look, this was a great pod.
It was, bro. I appreciate you coming on. We'll continue to do it.
Hey, look, this is gonna be a weekly thing for everybody in the chat. This is gonna be a weekly pod. This is just the first pod. Not prepared. We just talking about anything. We will be back next week. We're gonna talk about the game coming up. We're gonna talk about the previous game. And
talk about smacking Texas.
Of course. I might go to that Texas game too. I meant to say that when you said that. I might be there. So I'm
gonna be there. If you are there, let me know, bro. We'll link up there.
Yeah, we can get.
It's gonna be a few of us
and all that.
I'll bring you a podcast shirt and hat. So let me know.
Oh, for sure. I gotta order one. You got the link. Where's the link at? It's in the bio.
It's right here in the bottom, right here. All y'all can go there. It's www.ifyouaintagator.myshopify.com.
Yeah, y'all go check out my boy, man. Y'all go get them together. But yeah, man, every week we will be here. This is about to be the new Gators podcast, man. Y'all go ahead, get it right, get it in your minds now. This is gonna be the new Gators podcast, right? This is the first one. Yeah, this one don't count. This one don't count. This is just the one we were just getting out the way, make sure everything was set up. Right, I gotta go run in a little bit. But man, my boy JB, I appreciate you.
Of course, bro. I appreciate you coming on, man, and just giving us a little bit of history on you becoming a Gator, and then giving your insight.
Oh yeah,
like we talked about. Like
next week we're gonna really pod, and we're gonna really sit down and
go
for a few hours next week about the Gators, man.
Of course, bro. I can talk about this forever, bro. So I appreciate you coming on. I appreciate everybody in the comments and hanging out with us. Yes, like I said, this was just the test run, and you guys see it went long, it went good. So I appreciate it. Appreciate everyone. Appreciate you, bro. And so you guys know how we end it. If you ain't a Gator, y'all know the rest.
Yes, sir.